Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Rules Horror. Story 1. Beware the night glitch. You will not go through your life without running into the glitch. The glitch is different for everyone. What is it? It is something wrong in this world that seeks to trap or take you. No one that falls into the glitch has ever reported what's on the other side. An old man told me the glitch is a spider baiting a fly into its web. That seems like an accurate description. They often are on the nighttime roads. But your life will depend on what you do when you encounter the glitch. You might be on foot or in your car, but you must watch for the glitch. Follow these rules and beware the glitch. If you see a stranger flagging you down, look to see if he has shoes. If he doesn't, make sure he has only 10 toes. They always overlook that part. Who looks down to count your toes? If you see the street lights flickering, don't stop under it. Walk around it and pray that they choose someone else. Use your phone camera to see if the light is actually green. The glitch might be calling you that day. As a general rule, the glitch prefers desolate areas. Stay on the main road. Avoid dirt roads and shortcuts at night. They tend to have vanished by morning. If you stop at a gas station, make sure the same attendant when you got there is the same one when you leave. It's fine if they're silent and grumpy. You only need to worry if they're smiling very widely. Story 2. Rules for escaping an unsafe account. So, you were given a chat request by a porn account and decided to accept it. Here's some rules so you can survive something brought upon you by your cock. Rule 1. Just don't accept the chat request, it's the easiest way to get away from them. If your cock has overridden your judgment, read Rules 2 to 10. Rule 2. Respond to each message it sends in under 5 minutes, the being that's masquerading as a hot 20-year-old girl isn't very patient at all. Rule 3. Don't close the chat at any point during this. It'll senses you doing that and will proceed to slaughter you. Refer to Rule 4 for routes of survival. Rule 4. So you closed the chat and as a result heavily angered the being. Here's the 3 things that could happen and how to survive each. Rule 4/A. Your computer blue screens, it's decided to show mercy on you and will give you 10 days to vacate the area. Vacate the area at all costs unless you like seeing the lustful layer of hell. Rule 4/B. Your computer starts rapidly opening explicit sites. It's angry and is trying to use this to distract you. Grab a weapon and smash the computer before it fully black screens. If it does, refer to Rule 4/B. Rule 4/C. If your computer black screens, normally due to failure to follow Rule 4/B. Start running because soon it's gonna crawl out of your computer and chase after you. Avoid it for 10 hours and then you can return home. You're gonna have to get a new computer though. Rule 5. Don't open any explicit sites during this. If for some reason you decide to open an explicit site during this encounter, refer to Rule 4/B. Rule 6. Do not click on any links that it sends. The link will give the entity full control over your computer and will most likely shut it off, aka start a black screen. If this happens, then refer to Rule 4/C. Rule 7. You'll have to act like you're turned on by the images that it sends, even though last time I checked no one is attracted to skeletons with rotted pieces of flesh hanging on with a dragon skull instead of a human one, at least I hope so. Failure to do this will offend it and it'll jump out of your screen to drag you in so it can maim you. Rule 8. Get a VPN. You'll be fine without one during the first 30 minutes, but after that you're gonna have to use the VPN to make it seem like you're in one of the following countries: Britain, America, or Nigeria. Rule 8/A. If you chose Nigeria, everything around you will start to look like you're inside the Nigerian wilderness. Do not be fooled by this, keep your face glued to the screen or it will become real. Rule 8/B. If you chose Britain, then you better start acting like a simp for the royal family or just the country in general, otherwise it'll get offended. It originates from Britain, and will perform Rule 6 without the link part. Rule 8/C. If you chose America, you better start insulting America and saying that you wish you were never there, as it despises that nation for its numerous problems and decided to kill any who thinks good of it. Rule 9. This will last for 1 hour, during that time your biggest priority is Rule 2 and all other rules. Good luck! Rule 10. After the hour is up, the computer will turn black and then show an image. The image shown dictates what you are doing next. Rule 10/A. If it remains black, follow Rule 4/C except the time you must leave for is 5 hours and your computer will be fine. Rule 10/B. If it shows an explicit image then cut a finger off, it wants a sacrifice before it leaves you alone. Rule 10/C. If it shows your face then you're completely safe and can now go about your day. From Zerul. Story 3. Guide to Godhood. 1. Think of someone you hate. No, I don't mean someone who pissed you off on one occasion. I mean someone you really hate with all your soul. Think about every sin they've done to you, from a minor inconvenience to a felony, and what you are going to do to them once you win over them. Eventually, your brain will start to leak from all the pure hate contained in it and your entire body will feel the spiritual effects. Yes, this will be painful. You're becoming a god. Were you expecting this to be easy? 2. Cut yourself slightly to let your blood flow onto any kind of melee weapon you wish to empower with your pure hatred, and wait a while for enough blood to leak. This weapon will be known as a vessel of vengeance, and will glow bright red. You may start to detach from your emotions now as your vessel of vengeance contains them. But you must maintain your willpower as your vessel of vengeance is only allied to you if you match desires. Should you hesitate from this point on, it will kill you and fulfill your old desires itself. 3. You will need to go up to your hated person and stab them with the vessel of vengeance, instantly making them feel all the pain they made you feel. Anyone who stands in your way? Let your vessel of vengeance take care of them. Once you kill your hated person, it will disintegrate with your emotions and their soul will be absorbed into you. We recommend you try to kill as few people as possible as this will make Rule 4 much harder. 4. As a soul is extremely powerful, you are entitled to minor spiritual powers to help you, but in order to maintain this, you must keep your willpower intact and have a strong body, as weaker bodies will start to disintegrate fast. The latter is harder, but there are 2 main methods. Gaining more muscle mass could work, but you would need to become very strong to the point where there is a high risk of low blood pressure, erectile dysfunction, if you're male, etc. Instead, the other option is burning the body of your hated person and consuming the ashes, and as your body is in physical spiritual deficit your body will absorb these ashes and you will become much stronger. This has a higher chance of working and less risk than the former. Failing to become stronger will result in your body fully disintegrating and you becoming a wandering soul. 5. Now that you have an equal balance of both physical matter and spiritual matter, your spirit can obtain comfort. We recommend you try to kill more people and become stronger via either of the methods in Rule 4. After 6 souls are absorbed, you pass the limit of humanity and become something more, but not a god yet. You do not need your physical form anymore as your soul can no longer become a wandering soul, but this form comes with its own set or risks explored in Rule 6. 6. Stay away from light, and stay in hiding. The consequence of this will be the present God finding you and wiping any trace of you from existence, in all 3 times and space. We recommend you construct your own realm to stay in until you achieve godhood. You can manipulate at your will while you are the creator. Your souls may also rebel, and although you can easily deal with just one, all 6 rebelling against you can kill you instantly if you lack superior willpower. 7. Keep absorbing souls, until one day you'll meet the author, the creator of this world who was reduced to nothing more than a human puppet by her own creation. Having said that, her original soul is extremely powerful, slightly less so than the present God. Do whatever you wish to her in order to gain her soul, whether that through a deal, manipulation, directly taking it, whatever you wish. Her willpower is equivalent to yours, she is a godhood seeker too. 8. By this point, taking you down is a mountainous task even for the present God, so you can go up to heaven and try to kill him. Whether you succeed is up to how powerful your soul is. I will warn you, This is extremely hard even though the present god isn't as powerful as he used to be. Once you defeat him, however, you own the complete right to godhood. What you do is completely up to you, but you have achieved your desire and can now reshape the universe to your liking. 9. You fell right into my trap. Did you really think I was defeated by my own creation? I willingly gave up godhood to escape the knowledge I had burdened myself with. I'm sorry it had to be this way, but someone had to do it, and it wasn't going to be anyone else. Goodbye. The author. Story 4. Rules to know if you ever meet your passive condition. We all know that Reddit is plagued with bots. Scam bots, political bots, NSFW spam bots, auto mods, you name it. Not all of these bots are bad, of course. I've always liked u/Uraharabot on r/Bleach, because it can answer questions in character, instead of just repeating lines from the series. But some bots are more dangerous than people realize, and u/Passive Condition is the worst one I've run across yet. My curiosity has been a curse for much of my life, but it has allowed me to develop these rules to follow if you ever come across the bot. If you ever receive a comment or message from u/Passive Condition reading, "Would you like to see a picture?" do not answer. Block and forget all about it. I was stupid and said, yes. I then received a DM from u/Passive Condition and accepted it. It was a picture of a man sitting in a chair in the middle of an empty room, his head slumped forward so that his face wasn't visible. After the picture, u/Passive Condition asked, "Would you like to see more?" Say, no, to u/Passive Condition if you disregarded Rule 1. You can't turn back if you say, yes, like I did. As soon as I said that, I received another picture, and so on, for at least 100 pictures. I quickly realized that each picture was a frame from a video, and when put all together, I could make out a clear sequence of events. The man in the chair lifts his head, revealing that his face is bruised and bloody. A second man walks over to the first, holding a knife. The knife-wielding man proceeds to stab the sitting man in the head so many times that his face is unrecognizable by the end. After receiving these images, don't go trying to find out where they came from. I can tell you right now, they come from a cartel video, or at least, mine did. If you receive a different set of images, they will still come from an existing gore video. I, not having the benefit of these rules, had to ask around the Gorehound subreddits until someone told me where the frames were from. If you have gotten this far, you will probably be as disturbed as I was by whatever images you received. But it's important to remember, do not interact with u/Passive Condition any further. You can still get out of this. Most importantly, don't do what I did and go to u/Passive Condition's profile. If you do, you will find a post simply titled Test. This post will contain a link, we'll get to that in a bit. Do not comment on this post. I did, asking u/Passive Condition whether it was a real person or a bot. At this point, I only suspected it of being a bot. I also looked through its comment history and found that it had commented on thousands of gore posts with the same 2 words, "More, please." Whatever you do, don't click the link. If you do, you will be led to an unlisted image board containing hundreds, possibly thousands, of gore images. More importantly, clicking the link will give it a way to get into your device, no matter how safe you think your antivirus software is. Physically cover any camera connected to your device. You'll understand why in a bit. By all means, if you went to the link, do take a few random pictures from the thousands you find and bring them to the gore subreddits. Ask around. I did, but they didn't recognize any of the ones I showed them. Maybe yours will be different. At this point, u/Passive Condition will follow you and begin commenting cryptic, threatening things such as, "What a glorious blood spray!" or "How painful do you want your death to be?" You can block it or get it banned, but it won't matter. It will create alternate accounts, and continue to harass you. Prepare to abandon your Reddit account. If you keep blocking the account, the quality of its. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.